Welcome to News Roundup, where we bring you highlights and key stories. I'm Sharifat Ibrahim. First, the headlines. APC resumes nationwide electronic membership registration. Kogi awards contract for 9-kilometer dualization of airport road. Bosnia shock Italy as final playoffs confirmed for the 8 teams for World Cup. Now the news in details. The All Progressives Congress APC has announced the resumption of its electronic membership registration exercise across the country as part of efforts to strengthen internal structures and enhance data-driven management of the party. In a statement signed by its National Publicity Secretary Felix Moka, the party said the exercise will take place in all wards and designated centers nationwide, urging existing members to validate their membership while encouraging new entrants to join the party. The APC noted that the e-registration exercise is aimed at digitizing its membership database, ensuring the integrity of records and improving access to data for planning and decision-making processes. The party also stated that the move will promote internal democracy and reinforce its commitment to democratic innovation in Nigeria's political landscape. According to the statement, prospective members must be at least 18 years old and possess a valid national identification number to participate in the nationwide registration exercise. Moving on, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has commenced a 2-day training of registration officials across the 30 local government areas of Osun State as part of preparations for the development of the continuous voter registration exercise to the registration area level. The training, which began on Wednesday, 1st April 2026, is being organized by the Electoral Institute to equip personnel with the requisite knowledge and skills for the effective conduct of the CVR at the grassroots, in line with legal provisions and the Commission's commitment to deepening voter access and participation. Participants, comprising staff of the Commission and members of the National Youth Service Corps, are being taken through comprehensive modules covering registration procedures, operational processes, and the deployment of relevant tools and technology required for seamless voter enrollment. The development of the CVR exercise to the registration area level is a strategic step by the Commission to bring voter registration closer to eligible citizens ahead of the Osun Decides 2026 election scheduled for August 2026. The initiative is expected to enhance inclusivity, improve service delivery, and ensure that all eligible voters have the opportunity to register in a timely and efficient manner. And the Kogi state government has approved the dualization of the road leading to the proposed state airport in a move aimed at boosting infrastructure and economic growth. The contract for the dualization of 9.1-kilometer airport road has been awarded to CCECC Nigeria Limited after a competitive bidding process involving 5 companies. Victoria Stephen report.
Presenting the award in local, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Works and Transport, Engineer Sagir Abdusalam, said the project will connect the proposed ultra-modern airport to the state's road network and is expected to be completed within 18 months. He explained that the initiative aligns with Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo's economic expansion agenda, noting that it will improve connectivity, ease movement, and attract investment into the state.
Construction of roads generally boosts economic activities of the state. And here we are, because of the magnanimity of the governor, he deemed it fit to open up this airport. And this will really and sincerely go a long way.
According to him, the project, which is fully funded by the state government, is also expected to create jobs and enhance the movement of goods and services along the corridor. Responding, the project manager of CCECC, Austin Key, assured the government of the company's commitment to delivering the project to standard and within schedule.
For this project, I will do my best to give the best quality, the high speed, the best performance to our client, to the people of our dear big Kogi state.
Meanwhile, the state government has begun payment of compensation to residents of Zariagi, Kaba Junction and Irekwini communities whose lands were acquired for the airport project. The affected residents, mostly farmers, have been invited to process their payments from April 1st with required identification documents. I am Victoria Stephen for Lugat TV.
The news roundup is coming to your Lugat TV. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
healthy population that is educated is the engine of development in any society. Primary healthcare centers have brought quality medical services closer to the people.
We took delivery of pregnant women here. We do postnatal services, antenatal services, immunization, and others. To be sincere with you, we thank God Almighty for all the effort His Excellency Usman Ahmed Ododo has put in place in promoting our healthcare systems in Kogi State.
We appreciate the government of Usman Ododo, the governor of Kogi State. The man is very trying for us. We thank God for the health center. Anytime, either in the night, or in the afternoon, or in the morning, they are here already.
The impact he has brought to the welfare of workers in the state. For the first time in the history of our state, areas of promotion that is cash-backed, and also the implementation of the new minimum wage, being the first state government to begin the implementation after the announcement by the federal government a little over a year ago. So you can see that his performance has been very, very sterling. It's unprecedented in the history of our state. We are very proud of what we've done as a state. For the next 2 years, we are hoping that we are going to top what has been achieved, and it will be a ground for his re-election by 2027.
Continue to reflect on our achievements, learn from our past, and continue to strive for a more inclusive, prosperous, and more united Kogi State.
Welcome back. Kogi State is hosting a strategic training aimed at improving education data management as part of efforts to strengthen planning and service delivery in Nigeria's education sector. The 3-day capacity building program organized by the Federal Ministry of Education through NEMIS and NEDI in partnership with UNICEF is focused on enhancing the Education Management Information System, EMIS, ahead of the 2026 annual school census. Zena Tabib report.
Declaring the training open in Lokoja, the Commissioner for Education, Honorable Wemi Jones, described the exercise as timely and essential, noting that Kogi has maintained a strong record in school data management and is well positioned to deliver accurate results once again. He also urged participants to remain attentive to new updates and templates, while commending the inclusion of private school proprietors, stressing that proper data compliance could enable them to benefit from government interventions in the education sector. The training brings together EMIS officers from all 21 local government areas and representatives of key education agencies, with the Federal Ministry of Education expressing confidence that the exercise will further strengthen data systems, improve education planning, and support better service delivery nationwide. I am Zinat Habib.
The Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Kogi State Electricity Regulatory Commission, KERC, Ibrahim Abdulwaris, has attributed persistent power outages in Kogi State and across Nigeria to ongoing challenges on the national grid, stressing that recent outages have further underscored the urgency of decentralized power sector in Nigeria. Speaking at the Commission's first anniversary celebration, Abdulwaris said recurring grid disruptions have exposed the limitations of a centrally controlled power system, reinforcing the need for states to assume greater control of their electricity markets.
Recent outages of the national grid have validated the federal government's decentralization policy on energy mix and regulations. These disruptions have underscored that the path to energy security lies in state-level autonomy. KRC has meticulously prepared the state electricity market to accommodate energy mix solutions, enhancing power efficiency through several strategic pillars.
Currently, sir, only about 35% Kogi State population have access to electricity. That is not desirable. In KEC, what we want to do at the Kogi State Electricity Regulatory Commission is to encourage more investment, more people to bring in their money and invest in electricity generation, transmission, and distribution.
He noted that over the past year, Kogi State has taken deliberate steps to reposition its electricity sector, following the devolution of regulatory powers from the federal level, enabling more responsive and locally tailored energy solutions. Also speaking, the Commissioner for Rural and Energy Development, Engineer Mohammed Abdul Muttalib, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, John Ayekomogbon, emphasized the need to expand electricity access to underserved communities, particularly in rural areas, through targeted policies and alternative energy solutions.
It is important to acknowledge that the journey toward a fully developed and resilient power sector is ongoing. Challenges still exist, but with continued collaboration, innovation, and dedication, I am confident that KEG will continue to rise to the occasion and set even higher standards in regulatory excellence.
In his remarks, the acting managing director of Kogi Electricity Distribution Limited, KEDL, Ebo Desmond, expressed appreciation to customers for their feedback, describing it as essential to improvements in service delivery.
We commit as a utility to continue to provide safe, efficient, and affordable electricity services to our customers. To our esteemed customers, we want to thank you for your patience. We want to thank you for all the feedback that we've been receiving from you, all the suggestions. They are truly invaluable, and you have put us on our toes to continue to work very hard to improve our services to you.
Stakeholders at the event called for sustained reforms, increased investment, and stronger collaboration among regulators and operators to tackle Nigeria's electricity challenges. The event featured presentation of permits to mini-grid developers as well as the issuance of former operational licenses to Kogi Electricity Distribution Limited. And of sports, the final lineup for the FIFA World Cup 2026 has been confirmed following the conclusion of dramatic playoff matches, with 48 nations now set to compete in the historic tournament to be hosted by Canada, Mexico, and the United States. In one of the most dramatic moments of the qualifiers, Bosnia and Herzegovina secured a historic qualification after defeating Italy on penalties in Zenica. The result saw Italy miss out on the Mundial for the third consecutive time, while Bosnia celebrated a landmark achievement led by standout performances from Ermedin Demirovic and Denis Brunic. Elsewhere, Iraq completed the final list of qualified teams after urging Bolivia 2-1 in the FIFA playoff final held in Mexico, ending a 40-year wait to return to the global stage. In another playoff decider, Democratic Republic of the Congo defeated Jamaica 1-0 to also seal qualification. Europe's final qualification spots were claimed by Turkey, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Sweden and Czechia, rounding off a competitive campaign across the continent. The expanded format has allowed more nations to qualify, including debutants such as Cape Verde, Curaçao, Jordan and Uzbekistan. Widely regarded as the biggest sporting event globally, the 2026 FIFA World Cup will feature 104 matches across 16 venues in the 3 host countries. Attention now shifts to the group stage, where host Mexico headline a tough Group A alongside South Korea and Czechia, while the United States face Australia, Paraguay and Turkey. Canada also have a challenging path drawn against Switzerland, Qatar and Bosnia as fans anticipate a thrilling and expanded global shutdown. And that is on this week's episode of News Roundup. Until next week, I'm Sherry Fateh Ibrahim. Thank you for staying with us.